What is up, players? This is Jay from Epic Reset Gaming here for a new player quick tip video on Tutorial Tuesday. Now, I've been getting this question a lot, whether it's in-game or messages through the channel, and so I wanted to address this in a video. Basically, I wanted to talk about classes and jobs. In Final Fantasy XIV, you have the ability to play as whatever class you want, whenever you want. You're not stuck to a specific class all throughout the duration of the game and end game, and you don't have to re-roll another character just to experience another class. Now, the difference between a class and a job is usually the fact that a job is a more party-specific role. For example, if you are an archer, that is your class, but at around level 30, if you've done everything right, you get the option to become a bard, and a bard is a more party-specific roles that give you more skills that might help you in a party situation. So, as I was saying, a job is a more specific version of that class, and I just want to go through a quick run-through of the classes versus the jobs. So, let's say that you start out as an archer. Basically, later on, you could move to a bard. To do that, you're going to have to level a pugilist to level 15. When your archer is 30 and your pugilist is 15, it'll unlock the sequence of quests for the bard at around level 30. Now, you'll notice that most classes at around level 30, your story quests for your particular class usually start to taper off around the late 20s into the 30, and basically that's when you move on to your job-specific quests. Now, a whole quick run through is if you start out as an Arcanist and you want to be a summoner, then you have to have your Arcanist at 30 and a Thaumaturge to 15. If you start out as an Arcanist but you want to be a healer like a Scholar, then you're going to have to get your Arcanist to 30, your Conjurer to 15. If you start out as a Lancer and you want to become a Dragoon, you're going to need to level a Marauder to level 15. Now, a Black Mage is a job-specific version of a Thaumaturge, and you have to get a level 15 Archer and a level 30 Thaumaturge to do that. White Mages are a really good healing class that comes off of the Conjurer class, and that is a Conjurer level 30 and Arcanist level 15. Now, if you start out as a Pugilist, you can move up to Monk. This is my favorite class to play. As you can see, my main character here, Joozy Rooz, is a Monk. It's a Pugilist level 30 and a Lancer level 15. Then, if you start out as a Gladiator and you want to do some tanking more in group style situations where you attack groups of mobs, I've heard Warrior is the best for that, and that's a Gladiator level 15 and a Marauder level 30. Now, if you want to do more single target tanking, a level 30 Gladiator and a level 15 Conjurer will get you the Paladin job. And that's a basic rundown of the whole class to job situation. I'll type this all up in the description below so that you guys can have reference. But there's one thing you have to note about this also. Just because, let's talk about my Monk here, for example. Just because you have a Pugilist level 30 and a Lancer level 15, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're done at that point. Basically, you're going to want to level those alternate classes within that specific job to at least the highest level of the amount of cross-class abilities, skills that you could use. So, let me show you for an example. For a Monk, if you look in your actions and traits, when you get your job, you get a certain set of skills that appear right here. Now, these are all job specific. You can't use this under your Pugilist class. But your additional skills changes. When you switch to your job by equipping the stone that they give you, it basically cuts the amount of cross-class skills that you could use on your character. As you can see, within the additional class skills that I can use, I can only choose from the Marauder, the Lancer, and then for some reason the miner and the botanist, I believe that is. And those you really wouldn't be putting any skills on there. But you definitely want to get your Lancer up and your Marauder up so that you can get better cross-class skills. And I'm still working on that myself, but that's something to note. Don't just stop when you get your job and then continue to level your job without leveling alternate classes. But if you want to stick in a solo situation, sometimes it is beneficial to stay as just your class. And what I mean by that is, just for example, if I switch to this Gladiator that I've been leveling up here. This is the Gladiator class. It's not a job, it's your specific class. And within your skill set, your action and traits, you can see that there's a lot more open in the additional skills. You can grab stuff from Thaumaturge, Lancer, Archer, Conjurer, Marauder, Pugilist, pretty much almost from everything. And depending on the level of the particular class that you're trying to get a skill from, that's the kind of skills that you can pull from there within a certain set of restrictions. There are only a few set of skills from each class that are justified as cross-class skills. So you could be a Gladiator running around like me with Cure, Raise, Protect, and Invigorate, which is stuff that I use more so on a solo basis. If I want to heal myself, if I need to heal a party member, throw Protect on us, I just have Invigorate to throw myself some more TP in a highly stressed tanking situation. But yeah, that's basically the justification behind the classes and alternate classes being leveled for your job later on down the road. So whatever you decide to be, whether it's a monk, a paladin, a warrior, or whatever, that doesn't necessarily mean you have to stick with that. That's more of a party-specific role, so that when you start doing instances and raids and things like that, of course you're going to be most likely in your job status, but high-level classes aren't exactly looked down upon, especially when soloing, if you want to make it interesting for yourself and just have some skills from other classes. That is a-okay to do. Just have fun with the game. That's what it's all about. So that's pretty much it, guys. I just wanted to cover that, and I'll leave a lot of this information down below in the description, because I have been getting the question a lot that if I pick up another quest, will it, nullify the current class that I am if it's another class's quest or things like that. Like, some people, because the traditional MMO setup is that you're stuck with the class till the end of the game, it might seem at first that you're trying to switch, and once you switch, you're pretty much like throwing everything away. You're not. Whatever you pick up, you can play with that as long as you want and then switch. Now, what I do believe, which I'm not exactly sure on this because I've been hearing some mixed things on it, but from my understanding is that you can only get one relic weapon, which is like the best version, your ultimate weapon for your class or job. And this becomes important because you wouldn't really want to get a relic weapon for a class or job that you don't want to play with in endgame stuff. So kind of play through everything and kind of figure out what you want to do. I personally love playing as a monk, even though it's not the best endgame class that's hyped up or anything like that. It's actually not a lot of people like playing with monks, honestly. But I love playing as monk, so I'm getting my relic weapon for my monk. So that's something to keep in mind. Try everything out. You don't have to start any new characters. In actuality, my character right here, Joozy Rooz, has every single class available. I went and picked up everything, even all the crafting and gathering skills. And in all honesty, guys, excuse me, I would recommend when you're first starting out, maybe whatever starting city you start out, whether it's Limsa, Gridania, Ul'dah, go ahead and pick up a gathering class in that city to help you move along the way. Because if you're just leveling, gathering, or crafting classes after you've leveled up everything else, it doesn't really give you room to play as anything else because you're just leveling these gathering and crafting classes, and to me, that's boring. So if you're doing it along the way, it kind of helps you out in the long run. You make money and things like that. Plus, if you're a crafter, you can make high-quality items for yourself later down the road, and it's just an all-around benefit. So, guys, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to talk to you guys about classes, jobs, and just clear up some confusion with new players. This isn't a traditional MMO in a lot of aspects, so just playing the game, don't look down upon the game because it's not a game like WoW or a game like Rift or Terra or whatever your main MMO was. Just think of it as another game. And if you enjoy playing it, continue to play it and learn the mechanics within this game. That's how I see it, guys. So if you'd like this video, like the information, please be sure to hit that like and favorite button. Subscribe to the channel for more Final Fantasy XIV quick tips. And until next time, guys, this is Jay from Epic Reset Gaming. You guys play hard and peace.